What's up, gamers? Red Dragon here, covering the top stories on VGM. Got an interview here that was done with the senior producer for Sniper Elite 3 that's coming out on the next generation consoles. He was asked about developing for the PS4 and Xbox One, and some of his answers are pretty interesting, so I thought we'd talk about it. So he was first asked about eSRAM and how he was using that and if that would help with reaching the 1080p resolution. He says, I think eSRAM is easy to use, but the problem is it's just a little bit too small to output 1080p. He says in order to do it, you have to do it in chunks or use tricks, tiling it, and so on. He said it's reverse of what the PS3 was. PS3 was harder to program for than the Xbox 360. Now it seems like everything is reversed, but that doesn't mean that it's far less powerful. He says it's just a pain in the ass to start with. We are on fine ground now, but the first few months were hell. The reporter then asked him, would things get better over time for the Xbox? He says, definitely. They are releasing a brand new SDK that's much faster, and we will comfortably be running at 1080p on the Xbox One. He says 6 months ago, they were worried, but he says not anymore. He said it's gotten a lot better, and they are quite comparable machines. He says the Xbox One is a bit more complex because of the multimedia faction, and he says on paper it does look like PS4 is a bit more powerful, but he thinks the Xbox One is gonna catch up. Now, what he means by that last statement, I'm guessing he means that it's going to close the gap, because obviously you can't, change the hardware that's in there. But several developers have said, regardless, they are very comparable machines, but it's been known for months that Xbox One has been behind whenever it comes to the tools that developers have been using, and according to this one, he's saying that the new tools are going to allow them to reach 1080p comfortably. So a lot of people were asking whether or not you could patch 1080p, or whether or not, this new update that's coming out in March, if that's going to help with that, and it does appear, at least in this case, that it is. But the good news is, as I've said before in the past, things are only going to get better. So the machines are only going to produce better looking games in the future. You want to read more about it? Links down in the description box. Hit that like button on the way out. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.